with you exercise 2.2 now, using these formulas which are written here. And why I am not rubbing it, because for at least this one question which I am doing for you, first one for you all, so those formulas might be good idea to write here. Question number 4 from exercise 2.2 is find the amount and the compound interest on rupees 5,000 at 10% per annum for 1.5 year compound interest reckoned semi-annually. So semi-annually meaning you need to use this formula, and you see that you know the formula. A is equal to P in the bracket 1 plus R upon 2 into 100 because compounded semi-annually. Because compounded semi-annually and rate is given annually. So n into 2. So you see P is what? 5,000 and rate was what? 10%, 2 into 100, and n is what? N is 1.5 year. 1.5 year.
1 upon 2.
So that means 3 upon 2 years. So you need to multiply it with 2 because you can't solve the parts to the fractions. So that has come quite handy because now the fraction will be removed. So you see it becomes 5,000 in the bracket 1 plus, see 0 and 0 gets cancelled. It's around 1 plus 1 upon 20 raised to the power 3 because this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. And things are becoming now in your hand, solving it. That is 5,000 into, you can take LCM inside, 20 plus 1, that is 21 upon 20, whole power 3. And this is quite solvable. You can easily solve it. 5,000 into 21 upon 20 into 21 upon 20 into 21 upon 20. So you can see that 3 zeros at least goes off. And 21 into 21 is 441. 441 into 5. 5 on the 5, 5 for the 20. Carry 2, 4 5 the 20, 22, 205. So it becomes a 2205 into 21 over 2 to the 4 to the 8. So now your ability lies in multiplying and solving. So you see 2205 into 21 is what? 5022, and then across here 2 5s are 10. So 10, 2 to the 4 and 2 to the 4. See, 5, 0, 3, 6, 4. This comes out to be how much? 46305 over 8. And this further you can solve. 4, 6. Please check me if you have done it before me. And tell me also in case you can do it before me. Upon 8. See, you divide it by 8 like this. So 8 5s are 40. Carry 6, 63, 8 8 is 64, so it can't go by 8, so naturally it will go by 7, 8 7 is 56. It makes what?
Sir, it will be 5788.12.
5788.12. We'll just check for your answer. So 7, and then you can copy down this 0. So 8 8 is 64. Till now your solution is appearing correct to me. So 7 8 8 is 64, makes it 6 for me, and I carry 5, and again 8 8 is 64, so 65 ke below 64, and therefore 1. I put a decimal, so make it 10. 8 1s are 8, make it 2. 8 2s are 16, make it 4, and 48 5s. So I just improve it a little. It's correct. 88.125. Correct to 3 places of decimal, but I mean your answer should be 2 places of decimal, so yours is correct. So I just rub this division thing here. This is a rough work, and what I am supposed to answer here is actually the compound interest, which we have already calculated. I mean sorry, not answered yet. What we have answered is the amount. So amount we have already calculated. The amount you need to pay is 5788.12, because correct to 2 decimal places is what board desires, and also the CI. So CI is
A minus P.
A minus P. So that is 5788.12 minus 5000. So that comes out to be 788.12. This becomes your answer to question number 4. See how easily it has come. Calculation is little lengthy, but number of steps have reduced. And if you are good at multiplying, you can solve it. So your multiplication need to be strengthened. Thank you. On rupees itna, that is principal, they have given you 3125 for 3 years. You need to find the compound interest on this. Mind you, not the amount, but the compound interest. But what you are finding is the amount. So you know how to find the compound interest for that matter. So if principal is 3125, rates for 3 successive years are given as 4%, 5% and 6%. And believe me, this is not an easy task solving it. Find the compound interest on rupees 3125 for 3 years if the rate of interest for the first, second and third year are respectively 3, 4 and 5. So had it been one rate only, we would have used the direct formula of amount is equal to P in the bracket 1 plus R upon 100 raised to the power T. But here, as suggested by one of my students, he says that amount is equal to P in the bracket 1 plus R 1% upon 100, bracket close, next bracket open, 1 plus R 2% upon 100, bracket close, bracket open, 1 plus R 3% upon 100 is the formula which we need to use here. And we will then end up finding the amount. But
A minus P.
Yes, but we need to find CI. So very clearly again suggested as by Jishan again, he says that by A we can calculate CI by CI being equal to A minus P. So once we have P and we calculate A using this formula, we can find CI by A minus P. So we are now in the process of finding A, which is 3125 as P is 3125 in the bracket 1 plus 4 upon 100. Why? Because first rate is 4%. In the bracket 1 plus 5 upon 100 and in the bracket 1 plus 6 upon 100. Now before you say anything and before you understand anything, I will suggest that take LCM, be calm about it, let 100 be in the denominator, because division by 100 is very easy, decimals simply shift. So 3125 into 104 upon 100 into 105 upon 100, and I can understand the anxiety, into 106 upon 100. Yes, you can. I understand this. That is, you can divide it by 5, and again you can divide it by 5. So, okay, chalo, because you're saying so, I divide it by 5. This one thing. See, 5 6 are 30, 5 2s are 10, and 5 5s are 25. I cancel this with 5 for you. It becomes 5 20s. Okay, so now see, because I have taken this chance because it can still go by 5. See, 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10 and 5s are 25 into 104, and you can see this again goes by 5 to make it 4. 105 upon 100, because division by any other number will cause increase in the steps and more complications, more solving. But here, okay, you have cancelled by 2 times the 5. These are opening the doors for you because you can cancel by 2. This is, see, 4 2s and 4 52s. Oh, lovely. Still you can get this 2 vanished. So you are left with 125 into 26 into 105 over 100 into 106 upon 100. And wait, yes, you can divide it by 25. 25 5s and 25 4s, isn't it? So this
Yes, sir.
4 can be further divided to this, making 13, and more so ever you can use this 2 to divide this 106, so it makes it 105 into 53 over 100. Now please, my request is no more divisions of 5 please, because division by 100 is very easy. So don't divide this 105 with 100. Well, you want to, I mean, I can go for it. 5, it's also cancelling with 5 and with this 5 also, but then there will be a remainder of 4 in the denominator, which will give you a step of dividing. So my
Yes, sir.
suggestion is don't go for it. I mean, just go for multiplication now. So now finally we are on to multiplication. So you need to multiply. Where is your magical instrument? Come on. I am giving you time to multiply for me. So if you multiply what? 105 with what? 53. Attack at the biggest clans. So that you get a big loot. That is 5565 into 13 5s are 65. See, small clans will directly give us. And this 105 into 53 is 5565 into 65 over 100. And still I am not cancelling anything with the denominator, because multiplication though is bigger, but division is paying us rich dividends. So into 55, that is 5565 into 65. What does it going to pay us? It's going to pay us, check me if I am wrong anywhere, 361725 over 100, isn't it? I mean, I don't know, you tell me, because your multiplication should match with mine. So divided by 100.
Sir, it is correct.
So okay, thank you so much, Jishan. 1 and 1 make it 11. So that means it's nearly correct. So 36. See now why I have done this, because now see, division by 100 is so easy, because here the decimal is here. So decimal will only jump by 2 places backward, and I don't have to divide anything. So it becomes, see, 3617.25, and this becomes your answer. But mind you, this is your amount, this is not your answer. This is your amount. And now, as suggested by Jishan previously, that I can easily calculate Ci as A minus P. So A is 3617.25 minus P is 3125, and if you go all subtracting, so you can see you're left with what? I don't know. I mean, you subtract 7 minus 5 is 2, this 1, 11 minus 2 is 9, and become 5 minus 1 is 4. So the CI calculated by me is rupees 492.25, and this becomes, I suppose, your answer. Hope you understood
Yes,
it.
sir.
Question number 10, exercise 2.2. It says, what sum of money, principal we don't know, what sum of money will amount to rupees 9261 in 3 years at 5% per annum compound interest? So we
Sir,
know
we will use the formula of A is equals to 1 plus R upon 100 into T.
A is equal to
Or N.
P. A is equal to P. In the bracket, 1 plus R upon 100 to the power T or N. Yes, we'll be using this formula. Very good. Good, Jishan. We'll be using this formula, and we'll try to implement the values given in the question, which is, it says what sum of money. So P we don't know. What sum of money, that is what we're supposed to find. What sum of money will amount to, meaning 9261 is the amount. It will amount to 9261. P will amount to this much. In 3 years at 5% per annum interest. So rate is 5% per annum and time is 3 years. See, we have implemented the values given in the question in this formula, and we see that only one quantity remains unknown, which by the mathematical abilities we'll try to find out. So P remains P, and what happens inside? I take the LCM.
LCM.
It becomes 105 over 100 power 3 into P is equal to 9261. 9261 appears very kind of a repeated type of a number in my mind. I could think of something cube. 9261 is something cube. So we'll go for cubes. 9261 is a cube of something. I mean, cube of what? We'll just recall. In the meantime, you keep thinking 9261. 9261. If I say 5 5s are 25, 5s are 125. Or if I say 20, 20 is 400 into
21.
So 20
cube.
No, 20 cube is so 8000. 20 into 20.
Sir, 21 cube.
21 cube. Oh, lovely. 21 cube. Yes, why not? 21 cube is 9261. See, you have found it. So 9261 is nothing but 21 cube. And why I am thinking in terms of cube? Because there's a cube this side to support. That is, you can see P, and if I divide 105 and 100 by 5, so I get 21 upon 20 whole cube, and this step would have given me the idea. Had it been not found before this, it would have surely given me the idea that 21 cube, let me check what is 21 cube, is it cancelling or not. So there I would have got the idea, but before that only, you people are so intelligent that you have already done the cube root and found that 9261 is 21 cube. So question is solved. You see that it is 21 cube into 20 cube. If I cross multiply alternando, 20 cube over 21 cube is equal to your P. So from this you can see that 21 cube and 21 cube will cancel out, and therefore P is equal to 20 cube, or you can say 8000, and this becomes your answer. Isn't it? Did you follow? I mean, it came so fast that before I could have thought of. From exercise 2.2 is like this, that what sum of money invested for 1.5 year compounded half yearly at the rate of 4% per annum will amount to rupees 132651. Again, some kind of amount is given. Again, principal is not given. And again, time 1.5 year given. And again, rate 4% given. What is new in this? New is that interest is compound semi-annually. In this question number 12, they say interest compounded half yearly. When interest is compounded half yearly, dear students, you have to follow this formula. That is, A is equal to P in the bracket 1 plus R upon 2 into 100. And in the bracket 2 raised to the power T or N into 2. Because it is compounded semi-annually. So rate upon 2, time into 2. And I am using this formula this time. Amount given to you is 132651 is equal to P, we don't know. 1 plus rate is given to us as 4%. 4 upon 2 into 100. So raised to the power 1.5 year. 1.5 year is 3 upon 2. So 3 upon 2, and because bracket cannot be solved for the fraction power, so God has sent 2 for us. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So things have fallen into right place. Wherein now I simply simplify this particular thing. 132651 is equal to P in the bracket. You can see this 2 and 4 gets cancelled by 2. So 1 plus 2 over 100. Raised to the power, this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled, and so 3. So very clearly you can see 132651. I will not ask you to think of this as a cube of something. It will be a big task to ask for. So no problem. We make it 102 over 100 per cube, isn't it? Now our obvious step is, as in the previous question I was telling you, that is 132651. This entire thing which is multiplied with P will be cross multiplied on the other side. So make P the subject of the formula. To make P alone, whatever is divided this side, go on the other side and multiply. And because it's 100 power 3, so 100 into 100 into 100. And likewise, whatever is multiplied this side will go on the other side and divide. 102 into 102 and 102. And they can't be so rude to us that they give us such numbers which give us lot of decimals. So obviously at your level, if you divide this by 2, it will be exactly divisible, believe me. So if I divide 132651 with 102, this is all I am doing in rough. So you see what I get, 1s are 102, so left with kind of 30, and with 6 copied down. Oh, lovely. But you see, I mean, some problem there. It's kind of 3 here, but it becomes 306. But then I am stick over this 5 and I put a 0 and a 1, and kind of stuck here with a 0, and then there's some remainder. So I mean, it's not exactly dividing. So no problems. It's not dividing. So news is that it's not dividing. So not dividing. So it's dividing by 2 now. 52, 250s and 256. So again 250s, 250 51s are. I'm so sorry. It's 251s are. And again 250s and 251s are. So might be now let me try this for 51. That is 1, 3, 2, 6, 5, 1. Let me try with 51. They can't be that cruel that they give us that number which will give us lot of decimal, lot of multiplication. That is not actually they are testing us for. So now God bless us, we go for 51. 2s are 102. Okay, fine with it. So it gives you, see,
Sir,
kind of a 30.
2601.
So get a 6. Just give me a little breather here. So okay, 6 again 306, kind of a dividing. But now I have the thing that if 5 is noted down here, it doesn't go, so I put a 0 here. But as soon as I note down the 1 here, it goes. Oh yes, this is what you were saying. 56, 2601. It's getting divided. Oh lovely. 51 is getting divided. Good news is that is you get 2601 here. So first mission is accomplished. And again, let us be more frank with them and try to divide again this 2601 with 51. Let us see if this goes. And they can't be so cruel that they give us bad divisions which will give answer in decimals. So with that mind, I go for 51 5s are. 5 ones are 5, 5 5s are 25. So it makes it kind of a 5. Oh yes, giving carry 1, 5 and 5 and 5, 0 and 1. Oh yes, it's going 51. 51 goes off. Oh lovely, it goes this 51 times. And oh, this is a cakewalk now for you. That is, you can cancel this 15 with this 15, and therefore all this rough work has paid off. And I am going here, just a space allows me to write P as 50 into 50 into 50. And what an easy thing to do. 5 into 5 is 120, 5 into 5 is 25, into 5 is 125. And 0 0 0, 3 more zeros. So this gives you the principle, the required principle. So the required principle is rupees 125000, and this becomes an answer. So I hope you understood this solution. This is question number 16. I think yeah, this side is question 16. This is question 16 from exercise 2.2 of ML Aggarwal, class 9. It says that a sum compounded annually becomes 25 by 16 times of itself in 2 years. That is, if I suppose that the sum be P, I suppose the sum be P, then amount will automatically be supposed, then amount will automatically become 25 by 16 time of P. So if I assume that the sum is P, amount will automatically, given here, a sum compounded annually becomes 25 by 16 of itself, of P. 25 by 16 of itself, and the 25 upon 16 of P, because itself meaning the sum is P. Determine the rate of interest, and you suppose, and this happens in 2 years.
We are
This
going
phenomena
to use the formula A is equal to
happens in 2 years, and we need to find the rate of interest. Yes, Jishan, you're correct when you are analyzing that. That is, we need to apply the formula. The formula is that A is equal to P in the bracket 1 plus R upon 100 to the power T. Using this formula, P is P, because suppose the sum is P, and amount is 25 upon 16 of a P. So see how beautifully this question settles itself to so easy task. You see how, because this P and P gets cancelled, this horrible P and P gets cancelled, and you're left with only numbers 25 upon 16, and that too raised to the power 2, and 2 and 2 power can also be cancelled. You can think of this 25 upon 16 as 5 upon 4 power 2 is equal to 1 plus R upon 100 to the power 2. I hope this concept is also clear. So that is why they have given such a number whose perfect square is possible, and now you can take the under root on both the sides. So taking square root or under root on both the sides, what do we get? We get this square and square thing gets over. So 5 upon 4 is equal to 1 plus r upon 100. And now it's a cakewalk from here for you. That is, you can bring this 1 on the other side. So 5 upon 4 minus 1 becomes r upon 100. Isn't it? Or maybe whatever way you want to solve it. I will bring 1 on the other side. Take LCM and all. 5 minus 4 upon 4 is equal to r upon 100. So that becomes 1 upon 4 is equal to r upon 100, and I will now do alternando, that is cross multiply 100 on the other side. 100 upon 4 is equal to your r, will give you r equal to 25%. I hope this is clear to you. 2.2, I am doing now question number 20 with you. It says question number 20 is at what rate percent per annum compound interest, that is rate you are supposed to find here, at what rate percent per annum compound interest would 80,000 amount to 88,200 in 2 years? So this is very easy type. I mean, you simply have to calculate rate. I mean, here the principal is given as 80,000 and amount is given as 88,200. So you can very clearly
formula of SI.
You can use the formula of CI, but why can't you use the formula of A directly? A is equal to P in the bracket 1 plus R upon 100 to the power T, and here the T is also given in question number 20. It says that this all happened in 2 years. That is, here time is also given, and time is 2 years. So why unnecessarily involve CI here? We can directly use A. That is 88200 is equal to P, which is 80,000 in the bracket 1 plus R we don't know, and time is 2. So now see, this is simply a little more complicated type of a question wherein you need to take this 80,000 on the other side and get it cancelled by some factors on numerator and the denominator, so that it becomes something to the power 2, because here it is raised to the power 2, and nothing on this earth can help you if you can't make it a perfect square. So we need to make this a perfect square, and cannot be made like this, so we need some cancellations here. Okay, very good. So you can cancel by even 2, 4, 4, 1, and see, oh my god, this has come so easy now for you. What can you say? Any guesses? It becomes 21 upon 20. Come on. Is equal to 1 plus r upon 100. And why I was so interested in making the square? Because now I can take a square root. See, similar. Taking square root. So, or under root. If I take the square root, you see that this is square and square gets cancelled. So I am left with what? See, of the same type, exactly the same working. 21 upon 20 is equal to 1 plus r upon 100, and you can see that I can solve this by any of the methods. One method is taking 1 on the other side. So 21 upon 20 minus 1 is equal to r upon 100. So that makes it 21 minus 20 upon 20 is equal to r upon 100, will give you 1 upon 20 is equal to r upon 100, and this time if I cross multiply this 100 upon 20 is equal to your r, will give you only 5% as a rate of interest. Hope you understand this. Question number 22 from exercise 2.2. It says that a certain sum amounts to, we don't know, I mean what principle. It says certain sum, but that means the sum, that is the principle. That is, I assume that let sum be P. So that certain sum, which is P, amounts to rupees 798.60 after 3 years. That is, amount at the end of 3 years is 798.60. And moreover, it amounts to rupees 878.46 at the end of 4 years. This is given. That is, whatever sum is assumed as P after 3 years is giving 798.60, and after 4 years is giving 878.46. Find the rate of interest and the sum. So if you apply the formula of amount here, that is amount at the end of 3 years, can be given by the formula P in the bracket 1 plus R upon 100 to the power 3. And mind you, amount, this is at the end of 3 years, is actually given to you as 798.60, isn't it? I hope this side of the board is visible to you. And likewise, A4. The A4 is given to you as 878.46, but A4 can be written as P in the bracket 1 plus R upon 100 to the power 4. And this becomes very lucrative. I mean, if you imagine it this way, it becomes quite handy for you. And what you find, if you divide A3 by A4, that is, if you divide 798.60, you get on the LHS 878.46. If you divide, this is your amount 3 and this is your amount 4. So if I just get this silly thing read off like this, see, it is actually A is equal to P in the bracket this. I mean, A is equal to P in the bracket this. If I divide this equation by this equation, I get amount upon amount is equal to, you see that P and P gets cancelled, isn't it? I mean, okay, I write it and then I cancel it. 1 plus R upon 100 to the power 3, and I write it as P over 1 plus R upon 100 to the power 4. And you can see so many things here. You can see that this P and P gets cancelled, isn't it? And you can see power 3 can get cancelled with this power 3. Nothing is left in the numerator. In fact, you left with 798.60 over 878.46 is equal to 1 over, isn't it? पूरा P कट गया, 1 plus R upon 100 की पावर 3, 1 upon 100 की पावर 3 पूरा कट गया, तो 1 over 1 plus R upon 100. So if you do the reciprocal, this will come in the numerator. That means doing reciprocal, what do I get? Numerator becomes denominator and denominator becomes numerator. That is 878.46 over 798.60 is equal to, and therefore this also becomes the reciprocal.
3 and 4.
1 plus R upon 100, isn't it? So,
Sir,
you want to say something?
sir, how have you cut 3 and 4? P bracket 1 plus R upon 100 raised to the
If
power.
anything is of the form, okay, I got it. If anything is A cube upon A4, what does it become? Okay, if anything is A upon A square, what does it become?
Or A as
1 upon A, not A, 1 upon A. If it is A square upon A and you cancel, it becomes A. See, A and this 1 power gets off. But if it is A upon A square, then A and 1 power gets off and you are left with only 1 upon A. Likewise, if it is A cube upon A की power 4, what does it become?
1 upon
See, A cube actually means A into A into A, and A की power 4
Sir,
is
1 upon A.
A into A into A into A, so 3AC cuts off and 1 upon A. So likewise, power 3 power 4. So when power 3 power 4, see, power 3 power 4 cuts off, you are left with 1 upon A. So you are left with 1 upon A, and 1 upon 1 plus R upon 100. Got it? So this is bit of indices here, which you have still not done, so don't worry about it. But yes, of course, you need to understand it, what has happened. Your previous knowledge of indices will be quite helpful here. So, anyways, have you understood till here? What have I done?
Yes.
And now my main contention is this decimal is worrying me. So, if I multiply numerator by 100, denominator by 100, this worry will also be over. So, next step it becomes 87846 over 79860, and bring this 1 on this side. It's added here, 1 plus, so both on the side become minus 1 is equal to R upon 100. And now you are all about taking the LCM here. 79860, 87846 minus 79860 is equal to R upon 100. So, if you subtract 6 minus 0 is 6, So 4 minus 6, 14 minus 6 is 8. So here left 7, 17 minus 8 is 9. So here left 6, 16 minus 9 is 7. And here left 7 minus 7 is 0. So I'm left with 7, 9, 8, 6. Oh my god. 7, 9, 8, 6, 0. What else could have I asked for? See? What happens? 0 and 1 0 cancels off. And this entire number gets cancelled off with this entire number. So 1 is equal to r upon 10. So r comes out to be 10 cross multiplies.
10%.
Your answer. Okay? I hope.
Sir, we have to find the sum also.
I have to find the sum also. अभी तो rate आया है खाली, तो I need to find the sum also. So for sum, I may choose this or may choose this. Say I am choosing this because part 3, so I am making some space here for myself. See, now if I use this equation, that is 798.60 is equal to P, I don't know, but of course R I have calculated as 10, and that will reduce my burden a lot about solving because that 10% is very soluble. So 798.60 is equal to P in the bracket, it becomes 110 upon 100, that is 11 upon 10. 110 upon 100, 11 upon 10 whole cube. So if I can remove the decimal here, 7986 upon 10, isn't it? So that is equal to P into 11 upon 10 into 11 upon 10 into 11 upon 10. So 1 0 cancels. So it becomes 7986 into 10 into 10 over 11 into 11 into 11 by cross multiplying. So if I now divide 7986 by 11, see, I am rubbing this side now and doing some kind of a solving this side. See, if I divide it by 11, if I divide 7986 by 11, so 11 7s are 77, 28 2s are 22 and 6. So I am left with 726 into 10 into 10 over 11 into 11 is equal to your P. And now again I try dividing it by 11. So I get 7, 11 6 is 66 and 6 is 66 into 10 into 10 over 11 is equal to P. So therefore P comes out to be 11 6 only into 10 into 10. So P comes out to be 600 and that becomes your answer. That is sum due is 600 and interest rate of interest is 10%. So see, this is how we can solve this question. Okay.